Hey, what's up, guys? Um, so I had a question on one of my videos about showing my goalie sticks off. So I'm gonna attempt it. The last couple times I've done videos, the uploader lost connection like partway through. So hopefully this works out, and you guys can see what I got. So the first stick I have is a little more special to me. It's the only Eclipse I ever will own again. It is my Syracuse tribute. Not bad. Open sidewall design, nice channel in it. I mean, it's hardly broken in, so I mean, some of the channel's kind of a little wider in spots, but I just strung it up because I no longer live in Syracuse, so I figured, because you never want to forget where you came from, I strung up a Syracuse tribute. Plus, they're still my favorite college team. It's on a real old school. I don't know if the camera will pick it up because all the graphics are kind of worn down. But it is a De Beer ProFlex C405. I got this when I was in like 10th grade. This shaft is heavy as hell. I don't know how I used it, but it's probably how my arms got as big as they are now, which they're not very big, but they're bigger than a 12-year-old. So, so yeah, it's definitely will give you a workout. Sometimes during warm up, I'll put this shaft on like one of my Nemis, just because it's heavier, and then I'll switch it back over to one of my lighter ones. So that was my Eclipse. Next up, I got the Nemi. This one's a Nemi Light, or Nemesis Light, whichever. I just call it Nemi because it's shorter. I didn't do the dye job. I actually got this in a trade. I'm going to get a marker and kind of cover up the 4 and the LT or whatever. But otherwise, it was a pretty nice head. This is the one I did for the East Coast Dyes review of the mesh and stuff. So I still, 12 diamond, I still don't like it. But this one's, East Coast definitely knows what he's doing as far as, Greg, I should say, instead of calling him by the business name. Really knows what he's doing as far as, the mesh and stuff. It's got a really nice coating or infusion, as I should say, because it's a wax mesh, so it's really infused into the fibers. Otherwise, I'm supposed to be getting some 20 diamond soon. So as soon as I get that, I'm going to be removing this 12D and putting the 20 in here just to get a nice test on it. And this is sitting on a Swizzle Scandium. And I got this shaft from Focolax 29. I traded him my black and red Harrow because the Harrow I didn't like the feel of it every time I'd go to throw a pass. The thing has so much crazy flex to it that I felt like my stick, when I was coming over the shoulder, it felt like it was bending back so far it was going to snap. And I just didn't like that because it gives that feeling of like unsuredness, and I'd rather be sure my stick and the head of the stick is still going to be there after I follow through with the head. So that's why I traded that one off. Next up, I have a white Nemi. This is an original Nemesis, not the light. It's just on a short stick CU31 platinum alloy from Warrior. This is just a backyard screw around type thing. I actually got this head from Weston from Colorado. I traded him something, I think, a long time ago. It's probably a Proton Power or something like that. But anyway, I got the head from him. It's strung with Zona Mesh 20D. It's very, very similar to all the mesh companies out there that make 20D. Throne Mesh, it's very similar. I definitely like it. And it's strung to my old high school colors, a little white and maroon action. Again, because, being a hometown guy away from my hometown, I kind of figured why not throw a little tribute to good old Auburn. So that's why I did that one. And then I got this little guy. This is a Nemi light. It kind of looks pink on the camera. It was supposed to be a red fade, but you guys know how I am with breast cancer and not minding the fact that it's a nice little tribute. My grandmother had breast cancer, so I definitely don't mind that it came out a little more pink. At first, I was like, oh, I ordered red, but anyway, it's no worries. Um, but it's strung up just like all my other Nemis. Got that nice channel. Uh, Basically the equivalent of 4 straights. I got one nylon because the top gets beat to hell all the time, uh, which I probably should tighten that. 3 straights plus the nylon, that's 4. And then this one's sitting on a good old Warrior Crypto Pro 2010 graphics. It's super light. I do a little bit of a tape job on top, just enough to let me know the tape's there, but not add a ton of weight to the head. Same thing on here. It's all single wrapped, just about about 5 inches up. Just simple. And then the graphics itself kind of gives a nice grippy pattern right here, so I didn't put any tape there. It's just enough grip that it gives me just enough of a feel on it. This one's going to probably be my maybe backup. I was going to say maybe a gamer, but I think it might be the backup just because my other one just looks so ridiculously sweet that I can't put it down. The other one, this one's faced maybe about 100 shots in the backyard. Just my shooting gallery when testing mesh. I just call over a couple buddies and they just fire off like shots until they're tired and don't feel like shooting anymore. Which is what I'm going to be doing with the 20 diamond East Coast when I get it. I think it should be here today, but not sure. I got a couple other heads to string for a customer, so once I get those done, I'll move on to my own sticks. I always got to do the customer heads first, so I put myself on the back burner from time to time, so it's okay. This has been my baby. I think I'm going to cry if it ever breaks. But it's got that nice black fade, black to white fade, and a little bit of titanium gray right here. Red top nylon. And then I got 3 straights, my usual style, like I said with the other one. This one is a dyed black Nemi light. I figured the black would look just totally awesome. And the shaft on this one is definitely something near and dear to me because I only have one, and it'll probably be the only one I will ever own for the rest of my playing career until either my knees blow out or I die or whatever, whichever happens first. Because in the nature of being a goalie, either one is very likely. But this is a Warrior Levitation, which I kind of wore off most of the graphics on that side. So, let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of that levitation on that side. But, yeah, it's very rare because they only made maybe about 500 goalie shafts, or maybe less. But they made only a few goalie length levitations, and then they went to the attack shaft, which the attack came first, and then I guess for whatever reason they decided making the goalie one, which I'm glad they did. And then they switched it up, and oh well, now I'm kind of screwed. So I got the Crypto Pro on the last one just because I got to find something suitable, and that was about as close to the weight ratio as I could find. Might not be as strong, but oh well. So that was my goalie sticks. Somebody had asked, about all of my sticks. So I'll go on to the shorties since I've got time and the video is not too long. Why did I do that? This is my OG Cyber with my interpretation of a heat pocket. I got some criticism saying that I did some wrong on it, but oh well, it still throws the exact same as the first day I strung it, and I'm still calling it a heat. So screw you, dude. Um, yeah. Anyway, it's pretty awesome. It shoots a little high for my taste. I gotta try and add some whip to that bad boy. Um, it's sitting on the Adidas X99 mag alloy, or magnesium. Um, it's got a nice grip on there, but I put the tape up a little higher because I didn't like the little nubbies. So next up is my Warrior Nas, which a lot of people have been trying to offer for it, and I'm not sure. I kind of may entertain offers, but I'm not sure whether or not I definitely for sure want to get rid of this. I know Joe over at Throne of Strings said on one of his Facebook posts he was looking for one, which this is probably going to be in the best condition out of most of the ones he gets because I'm a goalie, so I don't really use a lot of them. So I don't really use the shorties as much. It's just messing around in the backyard. So that's my Warrior Nas with the red fade. And then I got my patriotic Warrior Evo X6. Not bad. Somebody said this thing was be a whip monster, which it was for a little while, and I adjusted some things because with the face shape being so tight on these, the channel that I had on it, which now it's a little wider after my adjustments because the channel was just so tight that the ball would come into here and just get stuck. So it would grip on so well that the ball would just come out like here and just come out at like 45-degree angle towards the ground. So I would find myself having to do one of the stopping the motion here to just pop it up rather than just like a nice follow through. So, and that's on, this is an old school STX titanium. Probably got it in 9th or 10th grade, along with the ProFlex that I showed you on my goalie stick. And it's got some dents. I threw some mean checks at this thing. So, yeah, it's seen its use over the years. Lastly, I have my Emperor X6. It's a nice head, all white, white Carolina, because I had a lot of Carolina chilling around. So, and one of my old high school teammates went to the University of Carolina, so it's kind of almost like a pocket tribute to what he used in high school, kind of like a mid-low. I use my typical 3 straights. I never really liked the use. Some people swear by them, but I just never really got the point. And that one, before I forget, that one is on a Warrior Titan Pro. That's probably the best shaft made. Weight ratio, it's got the higher ridges so that you can really tell where your hand is on the stick. Even in the wet, it doesn't have those rounded edges. It's really like a crisp edge that you can really feel. I really like that shaft. But anyway, some of you guys will also notice that I'm wearing a Green Bay Packers hat. I am a Green Bay fan. I decided to bump off the Sabres hat because they're in a lockout. And until they stop being greedy, well, I don't think the players are necessarily being greedy because they put their bodies on the line every game. So it's not necessarily that. They're looking out for their best interests. The league, all they do really is sit in an office and watch video and some day-to-day operations, like getting the games organized and venues, stuff like that, which I know could probably be a pain in the ass. Sorry if I swore and some of you guys are very little with wee ears. But it's a complicated process, and I just say, boys, hurry it up. I don't want to watch basketball all winter. So Until then, it's football season. Packers it is. So, otherwise, another idea I had. Um, I know a lot of you guys comment with questions, so I was wondering if maybe I should do like one of those live Google Hangout type of chats where like it's a live streaming chat. You guys can ask questions away. I'll answer them. Whatever. Let me know if that's a good idea. Even if it's some of the fellow stringers on YouTube. I know recently I did an interview situation over Skype with Streamlabs 101, and he's a really cool dude. So I figured if any of you other guys want to know a little more about me, we can have Ask Rob or Ask Mad Laxer, whichever. The reason why I say Ask Rob is that's actually my first name. Some of you guys knew, some guys didn't. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my stick show off, I guess. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna get on to my projects for the day, and hopefully get those out tomorrow. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.